Day. Now, I will say, when we spoke in January 2019, there you were, three-time All-Ireland champion, three-time Leinster champ, five-time inter-county champ.
Yeah.
And then COVID comes along and puts you in that limbo. Was it very, very tough to not be able to go out there and...
Yeah, it was tough. You know, obviously every day I get up, I go training. You know, that's my kind of daily schedule. I get up, I go for a run, I go to school, and then I come home, have my dinner, go traiing. I didn't have any of that.
You didn't let it slip with that sort of feeling of you know, that you don't have to go and do this now. Was there a long period of
It was kind of, I was trying to keep up, you know, the fitness, and then I just knew as longer the lockdown went on, I said, this is not coming back anytime soon. So I may as well just take my break now, you know, from the boxing. If I'm going to take a little break, I may as well take it now. And then it went on and on, and obviously still on until only a couple of weeks ago, you know. That was,
so
boxing only came back.
You're obviously, your dad's quite legendary in this. You know, he's won title in 4 different weights. So I don't know whether you had any talks with him about this kind of challenge, that you take a step out of the ring and you let that sort of training die down. Was that something he was able to help you with?
He just said, look, there's no competitions coming up, you may as well take a little break, you know, enjoy, you know, the most you can of the lockdown. I know there's not much you can do, but, you know, try and enjoy it as much as possible. So yeah.
So that idea then that you've got on Saturday, one of the biggest matches really of your career, you got the Elite Championships in the National Stadium, will be broadcast. We'll put the link in on TG4. This could lead on to the World Championships.
Yeah.
So how long have you been getting ready for this? Does this take weeks and months, or?
This competition has been the quickest it's come around. So they announced it with 6 weeks to go. You know, they said, okay, Elite Championships, you know, you haven't boxed in 2 years, Elite Championships in 6 weeks. So this is the biggest competition, you know, in Ireland that you can possibly get at senior level, you know, at elite level. Right. And they said 6 weeks to prepare. So they told us on a Friday, and I had booked to go on holidays on the Monday for 2 weeks. So that was, you know, great. So then went on holidays. I was still keeping up the training, you know, as much as I could. I was doing a bit of pads. Came home, tested positive for COVID. So,
holy August moly!
Because I caught it over there apparently.
Yeah.
So then that was another week off. So then I was left with, you know, 3 weeks to go then until the competition. But luckily my fight got pushed out then, so I wasn't on the very first week. I have an extra week now to prepare. So
I'm envisaging the Rocky montage of you just constantly.
Yeah. So luckily I have a gym in my house. So
nice.
I was able to use that as much.
That's
as
your
I
dad's
could,
gym,
you know.
right?
Yeah.
I have an uncle gym in a different house. And
yeah. But so I was able to kind of, you know, do a bit, you know, and I didn't have any symptoms or anything, which was mental, you know, I was completely fine, but so I was able to just do my own training, you know, in my own house.
So that kind of getting down to the training and getting into that mindset, does that switch pretty quickly for you, or is there always a sort of a growing sense of getting closer and closer to match fitness?
So obviously my fitness was not great, you know, and so then I thought, okay, first night back, you know, which was maybe 3 weeks ago now, back in the actual club, you know, after I'd been free from.
And this is Enniskerry, yeah. Yes.
And first night back, I was like, all right, I'm going to be great tonight. You know, I've been like flat out training. I'm going to be really good. I'm going to impress him. And I got in, and I was terrible. My fitness was so bad. It just wasn't the same. You know, when sparring, it's completely different to like flags or whatever. So I was like, God, I'm not going to be ready for these elites. I said, no way. I went back to the changing room to like Dana, my other, the girl that trains with me as well. She's in the finals as well. And I said, I'm not going for these. There's no way I'm going to be fit enough. But then my coach was like, no, Wednesday you'll be better. You'll be better on Wednesday. So then Wednesday came, I was better, and then every day I've just been progressing. And now this week I actually can't wait to get in.
How does it? Psychologically, do you allow yourself doubt? Is it important to sort of fear what's ahead? Does it get you motivated?
You shouldn't really fear what's ahead. You know, I always try to have the mindset like there's no way they trained harder than me, you know. So that I always have that in my head when I'm in the ring. If I'm tired, they must be tireder than me, because I know that they haven't put in the work that I've put in. But then obviously with, you know, the whole thing of 6 weeks, I was like, I am going to doubt myself in the ring. Like but now my fitness is just like, it's come on a lot better. I'm feeling good. I'm really ready now to go in. A
big part of that, we have to give a shout out to Dana Moorehouse. Now, even though she's only 4'11", you do look up to her, because she's one of these people that you feel has done an incredible amount.
Yeah, she has.
What exactly now? To just explain to people, Dana, she is very successful.
Dana Moorehouse, she's from Bray, so she's only 20 years of age, a year older than me, and she's 2-time European gold medalist and 1-time bronze medalist as well. And she has 6 national titles, and she's last year's elite champ, or 2019's elite champion. So she won it in her first year.
And she was defending it this time.
Defending it this time, yeah. So I train with Dana in the mornings. We're up at 5:30 in the mornings training. I'm Bray seafront with our coach, and then I train with her at night time as well. So we're inseparable at this stage, whether we like it or not.
But that feeling that obviously Katie is one of these sort of world now kind of champs and who people look up to as a great inspiration.
Yeah.
I don't know for you whether there's that sort of real belief that you can get there, or do you sort of not want to sort of think that far ahead?
No,
or?
obviously, like, Olympics is kind of the goal now. 2024 isn't that far away anymore, so these elite championships actually mean quite a lot, in the coming years. So there's only 3 years left now until
Right.
Paris 24. So it would be a year before that, so I've really only 2 years now to kind of make my mark on the Irish team and show them that I should be the one that they should take. So it's kind of if you win the elites, you're in the public eye, you're more, then you go to the world championships. If you excel at the worlds, it'd be great for me to kind of show myself at elite level. Like, I've proved myself at kind of a youth level. I've won the championships, but this is my first year stepping up, into the older ranks. So it's a completely different game. So.
Well, today now was your first day at college at Technology University of Dublin, and you're doing business and law. You got an elite scholarship. Yeah. Is that obviously great to have, like, another option when life goes on that
definitely.
you can.
Boxing's never going to be forever.
Right.
Most people retire. Like, I know my dad retired late. He was 36 when he retired, and that was a late retirement. But from the boxing, obviously.
Yeah.
So you need to have something else going on. Like, boxing, it's not a sufficient income or anything like that unless you make it. Like, Katie Taylor, obviously, but she's 1 in a million. You can't guarantee that you're ever going to make it to that level. So it's kind of something you always need to have something just in case.
It's great that I think just about every car that's in the area has decided to drive by us right now and rev their engines as loud as they can. We'll lip read this to people later on. So when it comes to Saturday, and as I said, we put in the link, people can watch it live. It'll be online on TG4 as well as on the TV itself. Do you I don't know how nervous you get. Do you find yourself very focused and don't allow yourself to get?
No, I do get nervous. Nerves are good. So I just go about what I normally do. I know it's been a while now, so it's obviously I'm not really sure how to take it, how I will react on Saturday. Ring rust, all that. But I'm hoping it'll be plain sailing.
And is there a dressing room kind of ritual? I don't know whether you kind of have to think about certain things, whether you get yourself into a certain mindset.
Sometimes when I overthink it, then my heart starts beating. I'm like out of breath before I even get in the ring. So just gonna let the day go by. Maybe go for like a little walk or something. I'm gonna weigh in the morning to get my breakfast. My long-awaited breakfast. I have to cut weight and stuff to come up to the competition. So it's tough. There's a lot of weight to cut.
What is it?
COVID.
So there's every chance, given your record so far, and obviously your father's record, and just that sense that you're in that world, especially with Dana too, that you will make it. So I really do now hope that Saturday goes well, but more importantly, as time goes on, I have a feeling you'll be beating the crap out of a very high level of people.
I hope so. In a nice way.